Hi there. Are you getting ready to sign up for Medicare, but you're worried about making mistakes? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. 4 of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're signing up for Medicare. My name is Jo Hutchison. I'm a Medicare specialist. I help people with Medicare decisions and all things Medicare day in and day out. And I do it in a way that is not pushy or salesy, because nobody likes pushy, salesy people, especially me. So let's talk about some of the mistakes that people make when they're signing up for Medicare. Mistake number 1 has to do with your spouse. Sometimes when people sign up for Medicare, they think that the best thing to do is to sign up for the exact same plan that their spouse is on. That is not true. You are a different person. You have different medical needs. You probably have different prescriptions. If you have any ailments, you probably have different ailments than your spouse. So you should be shopping for a plan independently of your spouse. It could be that the same plan works out well for both of you, but just because your spouse has that plan does not mean you automatically sign yourself up for that plan as well. Along the same lines, some people assume that once the spouse has Medicare coverage, that you are automatically included. It is not like group coverage. When you or your spouse had group coverage, one of you was probably under the other one. That's true. Medicare is not like group coverage. But just because your spouse is signed up does not mean that you are included in that policy. You have to have your own Medicare policy. So that's really important to keep in mind. Okay, mistake number 2. Not signing up for Medicare during the correct enrollment period. So when you turn 65, you have what's called an initial enrollment period. It lasts for 3 months before you turn 65, the month that you turn 65, and the 3 months after. When you turn 65 and you start taking Social Security, unless you start taking Social Security later, you are automatically enrolled in Part A. You have to sign up for Part B. If you don't sign up for Part B, they will charge you penalties. Currently, it is 10% for every month that you do not sign up. Same thing for a prescription drug plan. It is 1%. So you don't want to continue to have to pay those fees as time goes on. Make sure you're looking at your enrollment period and that you're signed up on time. Another really important enrollment period is annual enrollment period, which is what we're in right now. Today is October 30th. So we're right in the middle of AEP. AEP every year currently, now this may change over time because the laws change every time, but here in 2019, AEP goes from October 15th to December 7th. So during that time, it's time for you to shop. If you have a plan that you're not interested in anymore, or you don't think it's working for you, then you can shop around and see if you can find something else. One more piece of information about Medicare supplements. If you're interested in a supplement plan, you have 6 months from when you're enrolled in Medicare to sign up on a guaranteed issue for Medicare supplement. That means there's not going to be underwriting. If you have a lot of health issues, if you have history of cancer, stroke, heart attack, anything like that, that 6-month period is a guaranteed issue period. You're going to be issued that policy. If you wait until after that period is over, you may not be issued that policy. They're going to put you through underwriting at that point. So you're going to want to stay within those parameters and make sure that you sign up at the right time. Okay, mistake number 3. I don't really know that this is so much of a mistake as it really is just not paying attention. So all of your out-of-pocket costs, every plan is going to tell you what the maximum out-of-pocket costs are going to be. And all of those costs come to you in different ways. There's your monthly premium. There is your deductible, there is your co-insurance, and then any copays that you have for prescriptions. So those are going to add up over time. Understanding the difference between all of those things is really key. A lot of people don't understand the difference between a premium and a copay and a deductible and all of that. So if you don't understand what those things all are, sit down with your agent and have them go through it with you. Have them look at the policy and tell you, this is what you can expect. A lot of the plans will even have calculators in them where you can punch in your prescriptions and it'll tell you exactly what your prescriptions are going to cost you every year. So make sure you understand those costs going in. You don't want to be surprised midway through the year that your costs are about 3 times more than what you thought they were going to be. That's really painful. So avoid that. Okay, Mistake number 4 is not choosing a plan that includes your prescription drugs or your healthcare providers. This is a super easy one to avoid. When you sign up for a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare Supplement plan, all of those plans, all of those carriers have websites that you and your agent can go to make sure your doctor is listed, make sure your prescriptions are listed. Because the last thing you want to do is sign up for a plan and then have it be January, February, and you're going to the doctor and the doctor says, I don't take this plan. Nobody likes that. It's a very easy mistake to avoid. It's just a simple matter of your agent knowing where to find the formularies for the prescriptions and the list for the doctors, to look them up and just double check, make sure that your doctor is in that network. Okay, I have a bonus mistake for you. One of the biggest mistakes, and actually this is the reason why I got into this business to begin with, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they don't ask for help. Ask for help. There are so many people just like me out there in the world that know what they're talking about, that know the business, that know the carriers, know what's included and what's not included, and can actually help you. So when you go online and you start doing all of your shopping and you're trying to figure out if you want to do an Advantage plan or a supplement, or if you just want to stick with original Medicare, take the time to find somebody that knows what they're talking about and ask for help. A lot of times you can find somebody that's willing to give you the answers, hopefully, that isn't going to be salesy and pushy. So find that person. You can always call me. Ask the questions. This is your time to know. You don't want to make the mistakes. There's no reason to rush into something just because you didn't want to ask the question. Always ask the questions. So hopefully that is helpful to you. My information is somewhere down here. It could be on this side, it could be on that side. I'm not sure how all of this works. If you like what you heard today, please comment, like, or subscribe. I always like to hear from people and see if there's a way that I could do better. Please submit that, let me know. If there's another topic that you'd like to know about, please submit that too, because I'm always looking for more information on what people want to know about. So hopefully this is helpful. Thank you.